Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Abby. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you can join the family. So today's video is going to be the highly requested brow routine video, guys. I asked on Facebook and Instagram what video you guys wanted to see next, and brow routine won. So I'm very excited to do this for you guys today. And honestly guys, if you are struggling with your brows and you're tuning in just to learn some tips and tricks today, don't even feel bad, guys. I'm still learning how to find things to make it easier for me to do my brows, guys. And when I tell you that my brows used to be so ugly, they used to be really nasty, just because I'm real AF and I'm gonna keep it real with you guys always, I'm gonna insert some pictures here so you guys can see how gross my brows used to be. Literally with these McDonald's, my eyebrows looked so gross. They look like, you know when people draw the birds? So don't worry, I'm gonna show y'all. Do you see this? Y'all see this? I'm gonna show you guys how to make your brows look poppin'. I promise. You're gonna leave this video with a lot of tips and tricks that you're gonna add to your brow routine. I promise. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy this video. Alright guys, so let's get started. So first what I like to do is just brush my brow hairs. So you could use a little, just any spoolie. Alright, just brush those in place, especially if you have thick brow hairs. You want to make sure you just brush them, make sure they're nice and laid, then they're easier to work with that way. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I like to use for my brows is this brow pencil by e.l.f. Okay, this is in the shade Deep Brown. Comes with a nice spoolie, works really well, and the tip is very nice and precise, so easy application. Okay, so let's see, I like to start right here at the bottom of my brow, but not right here in the beginning. I would never recommend starting at the beginning of the brow. I would leave, honestly, the beginning of your brow toward the end of your brow routine. I would honestly always start right here, in the middle of your brow. Okay, and then you can come back to your to the beginning of your brow, and I'll show you that more later. Okay, so I like to start right here and create a little line. All right, you see that? All right, and I like to follow my brow shape, and that's honestly a tip that I would recommend for everyone, because I know when I started doing my brows, I was always I don't even know what I was doing, honestly. I was just trying to make my brows look like other people's brows, but you can't. Honestly, all our brows are different, and I think the best way to make your brows look natural and more realistic is by following your brow shape. So I like to follow my brow shape, as you can see, and when I get to the arch, I like to do this little trick of lifting my brow. Okay, and that helps me really draw that arch. Okay, and be more precise when I draw that little arch right there. Okay, and you could just fill it in a little more. All right, then I like to do the top of my brow. Okay, and you see the natural line of my brows right here, but I like to go a little above that, so just so when I clean up my brow, it gets a little smaller. So I don't want my brow being too big, so I just like to go up here just a little tiny bit above my actual brow shape. Okay, and I would recommend doing that too, because then as soon as you clean it up with concealer, it's gonna look like the shape of your actual brow. Okay, So I like to do that, then follow this arch. I like to frown. That's like a good tip too, and that helps me draw my arch a little better, is like when I frown. Oh no, it just helps me draw that arch right there. So I would recommend doing that too. Okay, so see, now we have a nice little shape to work with. Okay, and then I like to get my concealer. You could honestly use any concealer for this. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade medium. Okay, and then you could use a regular flat brush. I would recommend a nice angled brush, so I feel like that's gonna be your guide, and that's gonna be so much easier for you to clean up your brows. And I don't like to get the product directly from the bottle. I like to put it on my hand, and I feel like that just makes for easier application for me. So when I need to grab product, I don't have to keep grabbing the bottle. It just makes it easier for me. So I'd put just a little on my hand, not too much. Okay, and then you grab some of that concealer. Then I start back here where I started. Then you could take it down to the front of your brow, slightly. Alright, see that? Nice and clean. Alright, then I like to go to the top of my brow. Same thing, just follow your line, just clean it up around there. And again, I frown so I can clean my arch right there. And then I like to just do this trick with concealer and just do this. I feel like that just helps clean up the beginning of the brow as well. And just helps me see where I'm gonna come back to make those little strokes at the beginning, and I'll show you guys that in a second. And then I like to grab a flat brush, okay, and just blend out that product, that concealer, because I'm gonna be using more concealer, and you don't want to just keep packing on concealer on top of each other. You want to blend it out, you know, in case you have to come back and add more concealer, because I just feel like that makes it less messy around your brows. Okay, all right, y'all see that nice little shape? All right, so next I like to do is use a pomade. I know everybody and their mamas has used the Anastasia brow pomade. I've used it too. That's what I started off using when I started getting into makeup, like 2015. But personally, since you guys see how thin my brows are, that product really didn't work. I would recommend this brow pomade by e.l.f. It's honestly super cheap. It's $5, guys, $6, and this is in the shade medium brown. And I feel like this pomade in particular is not super heavy, so I feel like the Anastasia brow pomade was just too heavy for me of a product. It made my brows look too dark, and I feel like it just wasn't easy for me to work with my thin brows. So I would recommend this if you are looking for like a cheaper alternative or want something easier to work with. If you're like me and have thin brows, I would recommend this pomade for sure. And this pencil, the brow pencil, was only $2, so I recommend that too. All right, so I just grab a little brow pomade on a little angled brush. All right, then you're just gonna literally follow what you already have drawn on. Okay, so just literally follow it lightly. Okay, may need to grab a little more, especially with pomade. You want to start off with a little bit and just get more if you need it, okay? Okay. Same thing at the top. And don't worry if it looks a little messy, we're gonna clean that up. All right. So I feel like it's at a good place where I like it. So if you're at a good place where you feel like you like it, the next thing I like to do is shade it in. So the only time I don't like to use the pomade to shade my brow, like all of it. I just like to use it just for the end of the brow, right here, like where the end of the arch is. And just grab a little of that pomade. Just right there. Literally, that's all I use. Like literally just the end of the brow, apply a little bit. Then I grab the spoolie and clean it up so it doesn't look so harsh. Okay. Then I like to use the same brow pencil and fill in the rest of the brow. Okay, you want to keep using that spoolie when you apply product and brush it, because that's honestly what's going to help you achieve a nice natural looking brow, is using your spoolie to help distribute that product all over your brow and make it look less heavy on your brow. Okay, take your time, don't rush it, girl. Alright, and then once I get to the beginning of my brow, I like to do little light strokes, because you see I don't have too much hair there and I have like a little bald spot. So I like to do little light strokes going up. Okay. Then blend it back with the spoolie. Okay, and keep doing that. Take your time, especially here, because this is what determines if your brows are gonna look boxy AF or nice and natural. Okay, is literally how you fill in the beginning of your brows. Okay, right there. Okay. All right, and then I like to obviously go back with my concealer and just clean that up a little. Then if you feel like it's a little too rough and you shaded in a little too dark in the front, you could always get your concealer brush. Just clean that up like that, vertically, just so it could like take away those harsh lines that you drew, and then you could just grab the spoolie to blend that in. Biggest tip, take your time. I'm gonna go and do the other brow off camera. Oh, she quick, huh? So here's the finishing look, guys. I did the other brow off camera and the rest of my makeup. If you want a tutorial on this look, it's just some wing liner with some pink glitter on top. Just let me know in the comment section below. But literally the icing to the cake, so your brows could look so perfect. You want to grab your spoolie, wet it a little bit with water or setting spray, whatever you want to do, and then you grab a bar of soap. Literally any bar of soap will work. Any bar of soap you have handy. Just want to dip your spoolie like this. Just grab a little bit, and then you want to place it on your brows, guys. It literally is going to help your brows stay in place. They're not going to go anywhere, okay? And it helps them look more natural as well when you do this trick. I learned it from Katie, the YouTuber. She swears by this, and ever since I haven't stopped doing this, and it literally does make my brows look so bomb. So the spring makeup look will be up on Sunday. I know a lot of you requested that video, so I'm so excited, and I know you guys are too. I was thinking the next video would be like a Q&A video, just so you guys can get to know more about your girl. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in me doing. Just comment in the section down below. Just hit me up in any social media platform. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this brow routine. I really hope I helped you guys just add some tips to your brow routine, and I hope you guys have a good night and stay safe. Bye.